Solana is dying. Solana's market cap is lower than the meme coin Shiba Inu and is declining fast. It even hit single digits in the last 24 hours and I think is there right now. FTX demise. And Solana's fall from grace is very coincidental, and today we're going to dive into that ecosystem. Solana was founded in 2017 and was officially launched in March 2020. You can see the price range from Solana back in March in 2020 down here at whatever in the cents up to 230, 240 US dollars, and now we're back at $9. This huge price increase you can see from January 1st to 2021 to, the peak kind of came down. This peak is, say, March 2022. It follows very closely this little chart here from, I believe it's Soul Sniper. Salami Mommy posted it. He's basically talking about, you can see the start of NFTs on the Solana ecosystem, and it ramps up, end of 2021, and it kept going. The volume was high. There was a lot of people going on NFT Twitter talking about how they're buying from Solana ecosystem because it's easy. There's no transaction fees. In a time when Ethereum, we have to remember, when Ethereum transaction costs hundreds of dollars, there was a lot of money being spent in just trying to buy something, not even included in the price. So Solana solved that problem. You can see here, Ethereum average gas price chart from Etherscan. We went from basically 9 Gwei, which is nothing, and then it peaked up here and came back down. So Solana peaked, NFT peaked in this kind of general area. You can see that here again. So you can tell that Solana did solve a problem at the time. I don't know if that problem still exists. And here's some little bit of coincidental evidence about the FTX involvement into Solana. We had the bear market, everything came down. So Solana started range bound around $30 to $40 and has been there ever since about, let's say, November 8th. November 2nd, right here where you see the mouse, CoinDesk published an article saying that there's some balance sheet issues with Alameda Research, FBS's company. November 6th, Alameda Research, Caroline Ellison, dismissed concerns about the firm's balance sheet. You can see that right where the mouse is. November 7th, SBF, right where the mouse is here, says that all the assets on FTX were fine. November 8th, they paused withdrawals from FTX. You can see it is in a sharp decline. And November 9th here, the biggest red candle you'll see on this chart is when Binance decided to back out of the FTX rescue mission and bail out the company. And November 11th, FTX files for bankruptcy. There is a lot of turmoil going on there. FTX held a lot of Solana. It is a very centralized exchange with a limited amount of validators. Solana.com shows less than 2,000 validators on the mainnet and 30 current super minority validators. Compared to Ethereum, we're looking at 500,000. Listen, Solana solved a problem. They solved the problem for speed. They solved the problem for transaction costs. But they increased the risks of centralized validators. You can see here the blockchain trilemma. You can only have security, decentralization, and speed, and you have to have somewhere in that triangle, so you sacrifice one for the other. They sacrifice decentralization for speed. Look where they're at now. You had key man risk. You had FTX downfall. And then you start seeing drama like this. We had Frank DeGods move his project from Solana to Ethereum and Polygon in the last week or so because he saw this writing on the wall. And then there's a whole bunch of slander coming out. Look at this stuff. The Solana Foundation confirmed that DeGod's team asked for $5 million to stay on the chain, which was incorrect. They had to correct their statement. False narratives. And, of course, the memes keep hitting as well. When your friend is driving 150 miles per hour and says everything in Solana, bro. You can see here on DGen News on crypto Twitter, Solana co-founder has now repping a Klanosaurus PFP, so one of their NFT projects. That's following exactly what happened with when DeGods moved over to Polygon. No, Utes moved over to Polygon, and then Sandeep, one of the co-founders over there, put one of his avatar up there. Look, he's got a bunch of stuff going on here. But what does that mean? And what is everybody else saying? The old BitBoy Crypto here is talking about Bitcoin's down 75%, BNB's down 75%, Solana 95%. A coin being down 90% plus is not a death sentence. However, Solana has lost to 90% of its developers. Not sure that's 100% correct. I don't really know or trust this guy. It's funny because you start seeing some of the Solana people on crypto Twitter talk about the difference between, when ETH went from $1,400 to $80, down 95%, and Bitcoin Maxi says it was going to zero. They said that ETH wasn't decentralized enough and it was going to a Ponzi. Now they're saying maybe this is the same conversation with ETH and Solana. I don't know about that. I think there's too much going on behind the scenes that isn't really on chain. You know what I mean? Like you can see. Let's go back to this. This is a crazy story right here, and obviously people have lost any sort of confidence in this chain. Solana used to be one of the top on the chains on market caps. So you can see it's not even in the top 10. Polygon's now in top 10. It's not even top 15. It's almost outside of the top 20. It's going to be lower than Avalanche soon. Leo token's gonna that doesn't make sense. That's just whatever it is, volume. And like Toncoin, I don't even know what that is. Chainlink is important. Yeah, there's some big ones on here, but Solana's fall from grace is it's done. But you never know. So listen here, that's what we got for today. I'm gonna jump into the crypto market summary where we take a look at some of the metrics for the last little bit. You'll see it on look something sort of like that. We'll get everything loaded up and we'll go through it. So here we go. We can see some of the prices go on here. We're looking at a market cap is finally taking a dive down a little bit. So it's been at $840 billion for the last almost 2 weeks, and we're at 830 billion now. So we're seeing a little bit of a dive. Good buying time, I think, coming up here. New Year's coming up. Probably going to throw some money in to Ethereum. I think BNB is a good buy. There is a risk of Binance being insolvent, but I don't know. Not sure I completely agree with that. I do like CZ being how open he is on Twitter. That's what we're seeing there. Solana is falling hard. So taking a look at shitcoins here. So we got shitcoins going on. We're seeing a little bit of stuff. Not very much going on in Ethereum. $840,000 in the last day. 1.4 in BNB. Pretty small transactions going on there as well compared to yesterday. Anyways, Ethereum was pumping. Marketplace volumes we're looking at here. We're looking at $40 million on the day again. Again, Blur is leading the pack. I think this is a big reason. Again, I've done a video on this previously about why the Blur volume is so crazy right now. It's because of the airdrop season 3 coming out sometime in January, they said, and it's causing a lot of floors to pump, especially when they can take away the royalty fees and they can just do a bunch of wash trading. A lot of people, even OSF, said don't buy Rec Guy at this price. It's just a lot of volume going through because of wash trading. To farm the drop. Commodity prices just staying flat around here. Not too much going on there. Bond prices, you can see S&P down a little bit. Pretty flat. 10 years up, 2 years down. Still inverted quite a bit there. So that's what we're looking at. So, still the macro environment is not ideal. So we got I think it's a non-farm payrolls coming up in the first Friday of January, I believe it is. That's going to be a big indication of what's going to go on with the FOMC interest rates decision coming up. I believe it's February, end of January, I believe. I'll take a look at it, but that's going to be the next major macro kind of social calendar event. And then we're seeing NFT floor prices. These are trending up pretty high here ever since 257. So middle of December here, they've been tracking pretty high, led by a lot of buys right now. Bored Ape is up to almost 80 ETH floor. That's crazy. They're gonna keep pumping. What do we see here? Rug Radios at 0.35. That's a good entry. Nautomice, they're coming up a little bit. See, Rec Guy, even they're talking about OSF was talking about don't even buy it here. One thing that I have seen is ENS 10Ks go flat for quite a while. Curious as to why that is. That would feel like in a bull run, there's 0% creator fees on that. That is an easy one. I mean, creator fees are optional on some exchanges. We've done a lot of videos on that. You can see those in my video feed. But curious as to why these aren't pumping. I know I bought 3 of these right before the big up pump here. They were super cheap, and then sold them. Looking to get an entry back in below 1 ETH. So I guess we'll see. Anyways, that's what we're looking at today, guys. Hope you had a good day.